Good luck. Here we go. It is Yolks versus Flame. Here we go. Both players trying to abuse fire here early on by the looks of it. Little bit of flame bolt, little bit of burning trail. Very nice. Pardon me, very nice. Oh my goodness. Both players using very similar setups. Flame taking some damage. Yolks doing a great job maintaining his HP. He did not just throw away 2 wands. That was an input desync. That's not what actually happened. For anybody wondering, there's a couple of those in this current version of the game, but that's okay. Here we go. Both players really trying to get as high as they can. Make it really hard for them to shoot one another. 50 HP on Flame so far. Yolks, once again, I think is one of the contenders to win the whole thing. Yolks is an absolute unit of a player. He's very, very strong player. Flame, though, is no slouch either, as they've made it this far and have been playing. I mean, they had to win to get to this point, so they must be an absolute gamer as well. And yeah, look at that. the all black Noita skin for maximum camouflage. Yolks has a little bit of camo, but it's got a little bit of a look to it. For anybody wondering, Yolks is in fact a speedrunner. That is the case. The damage. Both these players doing a great job using cover. Yolks manages to take it with 2 final disc projectile shots here in the early game. Great job. Great job between both players taking their time. Go ahead and take a look at, see what Yolks is cooking. Currently getting some disc projectile activated. You've got a black hole in play, even more firebolts. Tons and tons of firebolts. Firebolts are very strong in this mode, especially in the early game, so you love to see it. And a black hole just for a little bit of digging. Never know how that'll play out. Yolks is ready. Flame getting the dunce hat. And we're seeing a burning trail come into play, as well as a Lumni triplicate, just to reduce the recharge time on that wand a little bit. Not the finest wands in the land, but making do with what Flame has. Keep in mind, both these players do have the same shops. The only thing that really differentiates them, other than their own decision-making, is the fact that they get different perks, because they win and lose on different rounds, so there's no way we could possibly sync that. But it's honestly better that they're not synced. It's way cooler. Alright, that's a Schmeedy wand. You get hit by those firebolts, and it's just a one-hit kill, and this is a great map to do it on. This map is one of the most closed-up maps in the entire rotation. Lots of saw blades coming through. I would say Yolks has the range advantage overall, but Flame could definitely abuse a corner. Yolks going high with the black holes. Will Flame manage to react in time? Oil, just a flex on him. More oil. Flame just having a rough time moving, but closing the distance. Remember, one shot from Flame could be all it takes. Yolks doing a great job holding the high ground. Very well played by Yolks. Flame did not properly respond. He did not have his black hole available, and he just ended up having to go in. We've got some of the craziest spells in the entire game available. We can see that Yolks has already picked it up. Buoyancy, Circle of Buoyancy is one of the very strongest spells in this entire game. You can basically cross-map, hold somebody in place. You can basically do anything you want with Buoyancy, and it's just incredibly powerful as a defensive and offensive and utility tool in this game mode. The spell goes from like pretty good in normal play to like the best spell in the entire game in this version of the game. So most annoying spell in the game, says Wydrick. If you don't have some form of teleport, Circle of Buoyancy is going to ruin you. Buoyancies, we'll see. Yolks immediately trying to go for high ground. Same thing with Flame, both of them on the same side. Firing off like crazy. There's a return in the air. One egg being fired. Return used for Flame's high ground. Those eggs don't appear to be containing any buoyancies. There's the first buoyancy coming out. Flame doing a really good job using their returns to get high ground. You can see that they're return walking higher and higher into the air. This is some really, really clever use of returns so far. Yolks using Buoyancy to try and wall Flame out. If Flame gets hit by these buoyancies, he's going to have a really hard time moving around. Looks like he might be caught in a return right now, or in a buoyancy right now. Oh, huge damage from his own saw blades. The returns trying to get him out. And there it is. Yolks takes the round. Once again, those are just absolutely brutal. Okay, so we've got more buoyancies potentially being used by Yolks. Look at this disgusting wand. They can make it infinite if they do single Lumi and then do it that way. If you get your HP high enough, it can actually save you. And when you're on the losing side, if you grab it every single time, it adds up big time. We've got a very interesting downward LARPA bomb wand created by Flame. I have a hard time coming up with a situation where this actually lands, but I do like it. It is interesting. It is very interesting. We'll see how it plays. And here from Yolks, we have what appears to be an unlimited disc projectile wand, which is, you know, it's gonna do some serious damage. This wand is just being used for storage. Yeah, it is a bit of a deranged wand build, isn't it? We've got, once again, we've got the hollow egg buoyancy wand because we don't have any other triggers available, so that's the best that we've got. Here we go. It is Flame versus Yolks. Flame looks like they might be lagging a little bit. I don't know. It's a little sus the way they're moving. Yolks looking to get their buoyancies going, setting up all their buoyancies in a line. Look at that. The saw blades. Oh, you do not want to be in that tunnel, Flame. Huge damage, but survived thanks to that extra HP. I told you it matters. It matters a lot. Flame just camping out at the bottom of the screen at this point. Yolks maintaining high ground, setting up some more buoyancies. Look at that. They're trying to put some saw blades in them buoyancy fields. They're coming toward Flame. Is Flame gonna avoid them? Yes, he is. Not using return this time. It's not an open stage like the last one, so it's not nearly as useful. Just a good way to end up trapping yourself a lot of the time. More buoyancies coming through. The wall of pain. Flame doing a good job of avoiding. Remember, you cannot get hit by these buoyancies. If you get hit, you lose all control over your character, and you're basically doomed. Yolks doing a great job replanting all this grass into the environment, trying to single-handedly plant all the trees possible from all the saw blades that turn into trees eventually. Flame finally closing the gap. Yolks taking some damage. The bombs! The bombs! Oh, I don't think that landed exactly how it looked on screen, but it was really cool. Looks like Yolks took a bunch of damage. Flame trapped in the corner trying to survive the insane saw blade barrage. Flame desperately trying to dodge, but it's not enough. Yolks takes another round. Holy moly. He did not take any damage from that explosion. Yeah, if that were an upward LARPA instead of a downward LARPA, maybe it was a different game. Crazy. Wow, we've got some really weird spells this time. We've got Gravity Well. It's interesting. It's very interesting. Ping doesn't matter. Ping, it doesn't matter. Both players are experiencing ping, and it's the same ping. Like, he's experienced. They literally had the same ping. Like, I don't know what to tell you, Drink. They have to adjust their aim for the ping, regardless. To say the least. We've got an increased lifetime coming out for Flame. Ooh, I like it. Long distance lightning. This is a big comeback build, actually, because if you get hit by lightning once, you are going to get, you're gonna get stun locked. So here we go. Let's see how this turns out. Flame going for that treasure chest. Ruining a potion with concentrated mana. Concentrated mana being one of the best things in this entire mode. We've got Acceleration picked up by Yolks here, which is really good. Another chest. This is a great level to pick up some goodies. Yolks maintaining high ground. Not really sure exactly what they're looking for. Maybe just waiting for their opponent in this corner. Maybe they like this spot. Flame just firing down the hallway, trying to look for extra. They're on an Easter egg hunt, chat. They're on a literal Easter egg hunt right now, looking for all the goodies. Flame just hanging out. Oh, the buoyancy! Flame running for the buoyancy. He doesn't have too much space. Oh, he just barely dodges it. That's funny. Yolks setting up another buoyancies. Oh my goodness, it's so funny. Flame made his way back up. He's almost at Yolks. Another buoyancy. Run, Flame, run! Buoyancies are so ridiculous, man. Yolks could be chasing chase him with the buoyancies if he does it right too. I don't know if he knows the exact control scheme on the buoyancy. There we go. There's a buoyancy grab. Flame is trapped in place for quite a while here. Is Yolks gonna take the moment to capitalize? I don't think he realizes that Flame is currently stuck. Yolks manages to fire through another buoyancy. That one not quite landing, despite how it looked. And Flame just kind of backing up at this point. This is definitely a much longer round. Flamoxium being fired down by Yolks, not landing on Flame. Flame just being kind of trapped in this low ground situation. Lots of tunnels to work with, but it's pretty awkward. Lightning! Lightning! Oh god, here we go! Lightning buoyancy and a million saw blades, and Flame is extremely screwed. Holy shit, what is he supposed to do here? Yolks priming another buoyancy, so Flame continues to not be able to move. Really clever play by Yolks, just trapping him in place currently, but he doesn't seem to have any follow-up. He's trapped in the corner. Flame takes a shot, doesn't manage to land it. Yolks fighting for his life in the corner here, really struggling. A bunch of saw blades, all it needs is one more to land, and Yolks takes another round. The saw blades are doing great work. The buoyancies are looking really good. Yolks is playing really, really strong here. Yeah, I'm surprised Flame managed to get out of the water there too. That max health is really cooking though. Yeah, you have unlimited spell refreshes before the fight. How does the gold mechanic work? You just get a scaling amount of gold each level. And that's pretty much it. I've also made it so the cost scaling of things is only 70% of what it normally is, which makes everything a fair bit cheaper than what it normally is, which allows people more options in the long term, which I personally prefer pretty heavily. Okay, personal gravity field, or sorry, no, this is just normal gravity field that's being implemented with the buoyancy now. That's kind of cute. It's gonna like pull a lot of the shots into it, which is pretty fun. Fireball thrower is being considered currently. Yolks looking to do some wand upgrades here, but it's definitely tricky because you know it's hard to mess with a good thing. Yolks is ready. Flame is he lost his last match. I see. Well, GG's there, Woe. Thank you for playing all the way through. I really appreciate everybody playing all the way through in the tournament bracket. It's always a little lame when your opponent like loses one match and you're like, all right, I'm ready for another match, and then they like just leave. It happens, but like, you know, it's always unfortunate when that happens. Okay, here we go. Yolks versus Flame. Yolks closing in on Flame. Remember, these two players can't see each other until fight happens. Huge spurts of bullets flying Flame's way, getting knocked away. Down to 107 life on Yolks. Keep in mind, the HP difference is extreme between these two players now. And all we need is one big boom. Yolks taking that free HP in the center, which is going to help them long term. None of these shots are going far enough for Flame. But these are some very large explosions. If you can get in range, you might be able to just blast Yolk entirely. That's a really crazy shot right on top of him. Is Yolks going to get away in time? It literally wasn't even close. He got away so fast. Look at that. Flame does need a trigger. He is currently dealing with eggs and nothing else. It's not good enough. And Flame is now out of his primary shot. Oh my god, tons of damage being rained down. Yolks just ripping Flame to shreds, killing himself in the end. Just to show, it was pretty close there. It is currently 6-0 in Yolks' favor. Flame has yet to get a win on the board. This has been the most dominant showing of this entire tournament, just to show how friggin' good Yolks is. Once again, there are some absolute gamers in this tournament. Some people who are way too... They're just freaks of nature. It's absurd. Partially anonymous, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Yeah, he's just such a gamer. He's so fucking good. It's crazy. We're seeing some potential poison come into play here. Digging Bolt being picked up. Lots of good stuff going on here. Decision making is one of the primary things. Secondarily, having good positional planning and movement is also important. Need Duncan here next time to get smashed. I invited him. He was too busy. Here we go. We've got our next match incoming. Flame versus Yolks. This is Flame's last stand before he gets knocked in the loser's bracket. Yolk looking to close this out. Been playing like an absolute monster. Finally, Flame takes the high ground for the first time, which is going to be super advantageous against Yolk's wand designs. And pretty good for Flame as well. He's blowing himself up here a little bit, but it looks like it didn't actually land. That's a little bit of a desync. Wow, Yolks just giving up all of his buoyancies. Oh! I have no idea what killed him, but Yolks won. Holy shit. Insane. There it is. GG. Good luck in loser's bracket there, Flame, and well played to Yolks. Absolute gaming. Absolute gaming right there. Let me throw in some music. Let's take a look at the bracket. Hey, exactly. Extra GG. Okay, here we go. Robigus beat Bonfire Lol. Sending Bonfire Lol where exactly? Is it gonna be a rematch between Bonfire and Da? No. Bonfire got sent down here. So it's gonna be is it Lord Fear versus Duck here, maybe?